It's your boy Sean Peoples. I'm here with the AGP fam. What's going on out there, everybody? It's the Anyting Goes podcast. I'm here with the crew. I'm here with Cherie. I'm here with Sharp Man. I'm here with Lola B. I'm here with Mr. Razor. Man, we come on tonight to take on an interesting topic. How everybody doing tonight? How y'all doing, players? How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Cherie, what's going on with y'all?
What's going on? Happy to be here on this Tuesday. Got my little, nice curls popping. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's get ready.
Get that action out there. Action.
Yes.
Yep, definitely. Short Mizzle, what's going on with you, man? What's going on with you out here in these streets?
Yo, man, living and loving life the SD way. Yo, you beat me too, but I was about to say, man, y'all can call me Short Mizzle tonight.
This guy, man. This guy.
Oh, Lord.
Guy.
Yo.
Just when you think he doesn't have any more, he comes up.
Yeah. Come right and hit us again.
Right again.
No more surprises. No more surprises, guys.
You know how it go. Mr. Razor, what's going on with you, my brother?
Hey, I'm here. Man, let me tell you something. I'm not going to give a weather report today, but I'm going to give a mango report. You know that mango that you said that wasn't going to be good, that when I called you. This mango is great, man. You should have got it. You hated on my mango. Now my mango is good. I'll give you my mango report.
First of all, we know you don't know nothing about picking proper mango.
Oh, wow.
You see, just listen to the haters coming out, man. He can't even give it to you. He was wrong. The mango is good.
Hey, show that mango again. Show that mango.
Look at this mango.
Ain't nobody in their right mind.
Look, this mango is
nobody
good.
in their right mind believe you that mango.
Hey, it's great. It was worth it. You should have got it. That's all I'm saying.
Expert mango eater.
Hey, and sometimes I trust your judgment, but you was wrong this time.
I don't trust your judgment. Lola, what's going on?
Hey, y'all. Happy Tuesday. A little bit earlier in the week, but I'm happy to be here still.
Yeah, man, we here trying to
Lola
get
this,
conversation going on. I don't know, man. This conversation is kind of crazy. It's kind of weird. With all these men wearing dresses. Now I understand if you're a part of the alphabet community and you wearing dresses, it's that's your thing. But I don't understand how supposedly heterosexual men wearing dresses. So is this a new trend? Is this demasculating for black men, or is this just, man, I'm expressing myself? It is what it is.
I think so, man. On this one, it's so I was thinking about this before I got here.
Yeah,
and I feel like we're confusing a new generation of kids, man. We're just confusing the kids because, like you said, if that is the life you live, meaning if you're a part of the alphabet community, that's the life you live. That's your life. That's you. That's one thing. But when a heterosexual male gets up and do this, what are we to make of it? Because again, you're confusing a whole generation of kids. I mean, come on, seriously. You're confusing a whole generation of kids because they're the ones that are growing up that's going to be a part of the alphabet community. And that's fine. That's okay. But what about the ones that are just regular? What are we doing to them with that? I mean, what is that doing to them? I mean, we got to really examine that. Like, we got to really look at that kind of on a deeper level.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I've never as a man, I never saw myself wearing a dress. I've never thought about wearing a dress. When I see other men wearing a dress, I never really pay attention to that. I don't know if it's a new style. It's Kid Cudi is here in his dress. I don't even know what he's doing right here, to be honest with you. I'm lost. Yeah. I'm trying to toe the line with what I say.
I mean, okay, so let's
Is it like
look
a
at this.
tribute
Okay,
to
come on.
something?
I'm gonna be honest with this one. Okay, if he is not a part of that community, that's trash. What he's doing. To me, that's cheapening. That's kind of to me that's cheapening that community.
Yeah,
That's
trying to
like to me that's like taking too far.
running
That's like it's almost like joking them to me.
running on anything and trying to insult them. Basically, I don't know what it is, man. Because I think here's my honest assessment of this. I mean, why? I mean, you get up saying you're a heterosexual man, and you go into a party, you go into wherever you go into to perform, Saturday Night Live, Met Gala, New York Fashion Week, whatever. Why is your interest to wear a dress there? I don't get it. So
I don't get it. If you're not part of it, why?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
the purpose of you doing it.
I mean, we have two ladies here. We have two ladies here. They wear dresses, and I get it. You know, I get people are gonna go there. You know, I get so you know what is a social construct now. It's like okay, that's something that society said. You know, women wear dresses. So what are we trying to destroy that construct now or something? We're trying to make that like not the norm anymore. You know, I mean, where are we going with this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm confused, you know, like, so you don't even know I don't even know what to say when I see something like that. You know, it blows my mind. But like you said, if you see a heterosexual male that's wearing that, like you know, to be honest, when I'm looking, I think I'm seeing a female. When female wear a dress, that's what I'm looking when I look, if I see a dress, I'm looking to see a female in a dress, and like you say, he's not part of that community, so he's not living that lifestyle. So, it's a free country, do what you want to do, but at the end of the day, like you said, you're confusing people, you're confusing kids, what are the trends you're trying to set? What is it? Everybody to wear a dress? Male, female, in the ABC, everybody wearing dresses. Is that the type of trend that we're sending out? I don't know where to go with this one, man. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't get it. I understand that you're free to express yourself in whatever you like. But to me, like, if you're a heterosexual man, what is the point of you wearing a dress? What are you saying? Like, you're supporting the?
No, man. You can support you can support that without doing that for
wearing.
real.
So my thing is this: if you're a heterosexual male, you're a male. You're not part of the LGBTQ community, then you shouldn't have a dress on because you're not, part of that. So why are you wearing it?
It's almost gimmicky to me, guys. It's almost like a new gimmick, like just like how they do these TikTok videos where people are doing these challenges and stuff. It's almost like a new challenge. It feels like a new challenge to me. Yeah. Like it feels gimmicky to me, and I think it's just wrong. That if that's not your lifestyle, you're not a part of that community for real. That just needs to stop, man. I need to just go to the wayside. I need to go.
Let's take a quick jolt and bring T in real quick. T, what's going on?
Hello.
T.
What's up? Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So back to the conversation at hand. I don't know. This conversation it's harder to talk about than I thought it was going to be. You have to tiptoe around certain situations, certain talking points. I'm not even thinking of confusion for kids. I'm thinking of confusion for yourself because traditional women wear. What is a heterosexual man doing wearing traditional women wear? That's confusing in itself for me.
Yes.
You know, I don't see why are you even thinking that that's okay. It's kind of like you guys are basically saying you pandering, you trying to seek attention, and you use
Yeah,
someone else's plight to get attention.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I would say, if the and the people of that community, I would say they should shun them, man. They should run them up out of there. They should run them up out of there. You shouldn't
Yes.
be able to cheapen, someone
what
someone
they're
else's
doing.
life. Someone else's life, essentially, pretty much is what it looks like to me anyway.
Yeah.
That is.
Boy. This is a crazy one. Lola, what's your, we ain't heard nothing from you yet, Lola. What you thinking over there? I see you quiet, your brains is rolling. What you thinking?
Yeah. I think one, I don't think that what another adult does should be any confusion to someone else's kids. Like, of course, they will have questions, but all in all, it's your responsibility to raise your kids. So, what other
Yeah.
people are doing in their personal life shouldn't be such a big effect on your children that it's going to change who they are or who they were meant to be. And then, as far as people wearing whatever they want to wear, I just feel like wear whatever you want to wear. It ain't bothering me. It's not my life. I don't, it's not hurting me. It's not helping me. It's just that's your business.
Yeah, I think it's wild right now. I
But
look at it,
I do
man.
agree. I feel like that a lot of people are doing it just because other people are doing it.
Yeah.
So I agree with that in a sense, but I don't think, I mean, like, okay, for me personally, would I date a man that wears dresses? No.
Yeah,
But
that's where we got to go next with that.
That
but
we're coming to that.
Yeah.
with like, to know somebody if it was a man, I don't
I mean,
at
then
this
you're gonna
time I don't
compete. Then you're gonna be
personally
competing with
know.
him. You compete now. Which one of y'all
Listen,
dress look
I'm gonna
better?
win. I'm
You
gonna
know?
win every time. But
Hey, you
I
you
don't
you you
personally
you
know
better you better you
anybody.
better hope you win, because some of these dudes go all out.
You're right. You're right. But like personally, right now, I don't know anybody that does, like on a regular basis. I do know, guys that do like drag shows or whatever like that.
But that's their
And
thing,
that's their
though.
job.
That's
They
their
make
thing,
money
though.
doing it,
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know anybody that just, like the people in the picture, all those are famous people or whatever. So yes, they're doing it because if, like, for example, what's the guy, Lil Nas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so people won't pay him no attention. But now when he does what he does, everybody's talking about him, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. He's still getting those hits.
So
I think he
basically,
does
so
things
he's
for
so
a
he's an
lot of
attention
attention,
seeker.
though.
And I think he's
To me,
hilarious. I think he is
but
hilarious.
he does a lot of things. He ponders a lot. He basically likes the attention. He likes
Right. He's doing it
it for
specifically for the
He's a
for
attention.
serial
That's why I think
panderer, huh?
it's
He's a
hilarious.
serial panderer,
He's a
huh?
troll.
yes, yes, exactly, Sharpman.
I'd be like, oh, he's trolling again. But it's hilarious because I feel like people get so upset and offended about what someone else is doing. It's not doing anything to
Yeah.
you for them to do it.
Yeah, I'm definitely not getting upset about it. I'm just wondering where we
I
where
don't
we head
think
and what's
that's,
next.
yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
it's
that has
not. It's
anything to do with being upset. I
No,
think
no, I mean, like, the comments I see online, like, people are so angry about, okay, this man that you don't even know, he don't even know you exist in the world. You're super upset because he's, doing what he do. Lil Nas in specific, he's
okay.
doing this, and
I'm I didn't even
all
pay
the
attention
comments are
to
like,
it. Look,
yeah,
me and
like,
the don't
some
work.
people, they don't pay attention. They're just like, oh, okay, that's happening, moving on. But some people, like, you spending your whole day being mad at this man and he don't even know that you live in this world.
Well, it's a quote. Then big up yourself, Corey. Big up yourself. Before I go to my it's a cold world rant. T. Uh, what's your what's your thought on this situation, man?
Well, I mean, I completely get what Lola's saying as far as like, it doesn't affect me personally. But what it does do is it does affect society as a whole. And when we have people who are doing these things and it's being broadcasted to our children at a young age, it does give some kind of influence towards it. Does it mean that every child that sees Little Nas is going to grow up and want to be Little Nas? No, but it does give that child that kind of hindsight of what this could be. You know, it's kind of like people don't allow children to be children anymore, and children are now being faced with adult problems at an early age. So these kind of things, you know, just because a man wears a dress doesn't mean, you know, anything. There's a lot of cultures, there's a lot of places where men actually wear dresses.
But that's their culture. So that's what I was saying. That's their culture.
That's what. But what I mean, this is you know what some people may say. Like Lola said, I would never date a guy in a dress. I think, you know, even a kilt. You know, kind of.
I'm saying, but that's his culture. But that's his culture, though. You
and
can
that
date
could
a
be
man in a
his
kilt,
culture.
but that's his culture.
No,
Yeah.
it could be his culture, but it's just weird to me. You know what I mean? So I can't really say. You know, but it doesn't. Again, it doesn't affect me. But I do have to still pay attention that my children are different individuals outside of me, and what may not affect me and what I may tell them and what I may say to them with that kind of exposure and different kind of things, it does
kids,
open up.
Kids want to get to that superhero level. They like that superhero. They like that person in the public, that public persona that person puts out. They want to be that.
Well, that's what the guys are doing now, right now. Like they, it got so into.
Yeah,
but see, you have to realize it's what a lot of these guys, these heterosexual young guys are doing. They're making a statement, like we got on them about wearing
statement.
We got on them about wearing, skinny jeans, and they're trying to say that, we can still be masculine. We can still be. You ask me what they want to say. This is what they want to say. This is what they're saying though. No, but that's you. Some people really had a problem. Me, I wouldn't allow my oldest son to wear skinny jeans at one point. You know what I mean? I didn't know. No, it wasn't. So, but what they're doing is they're trying to show I can still be gangster. I can still be thug, and I can wear a dress at the same time.
Man,
kind of like what Prince did back in the day. Prince dressed very feminine, and
Omar was the most gangster in the Wire.
And,
Omar was the most gangster in the Wire.
But we're not talking about homosexuals who dress that way. We're talking about heterosexuals, right?
That's what I'm saying, though. But that's what I'm saying. That's his lifestyle, and he was the most gangster in the Wire. What are they trying to prove? They're
trying to prove that they can be gangster. They can still blow your head off and wear a dress at the same time. That's what they're trying to show you. If a guy is in a dress and he's got an AK-47, to me, his statement means I'm trying to show you I could be gangster and still blow your head off.
I think what they're doing right now is garbage.
It's a gimmick. Garbage. It's a gimmick. They're trying to sell records.
What they're doing right now, poo-poo on what they're doing right now. Lil Nas, all that poo-poo on what they're doing right now.
Well,
the people that's in the alphabet community, that's their life. They can do what they want to do, and that's okay. That is okay. That's their life. That's how they live. That's their life. Let them do that.
That's a celebrity.
But these guys,
they're culture vultures in a sense.
The guys that are faking it, poo-poo on them. The guys that are faking it, poo-poo on them.
I don't think they're faking it.
Man, come on, for real.
We just are looking at them like, especially us older people.
Okay, I want to get Russell Westbrook. I want one of them guys to run up on him and grab him in the pee.
Anyway,
that's the perfect time for Sean to say it's a cold, cold world.
I don't even want to go in that world.
That might escalate pretty quickly.
Anyway, in most cultures, it's not called a dress, And
what is it called? Come on, man.
In this culture, I don't understand it, man.
Hey.
And I think that a lot of people don't understand it, and that's how when people don't understand stuff, that's what they do. They lash out at it. They talk negative about it. They talk what they don't.
Maybe they just want their balls to get some air.
They don't.
Listen, it's not. They're not Irish, and they're not Muslim. So what these guys are doing is just wrong.
They said they're wearing the American version of those.
That's not a thobe or a kilt.
So how would you feel it? How would you feel it if a man in a dress stole your girl?
Do what? Do what? What's that
How would y'all feel if a man in a dress stole y'all girl?
And I mean, she wasn't meant for
You
me.
know, like, let's see that girl, and you know,
It
First of
wasn't
all,
meant to be.
Guys, let's bring it back to the original.
a man in the dress can't come talk to my woman no time at all. If I'm you with a woman, the man in the dress can't come talk to your woman.
Oh,
Man, you don't get out of here with that mess.
But what I was
we don't
gonna
even want to
say
go to those realms. We want to stay in the realm we're talking about. Let's talk about the upset. As we can see, Short Man is a little upset. There's a lot of people out there that are like that. You know, me for instance, I find it a little cuckoo when I see a grown man that's not on the alphabet team saying that they're heterosexual wearing a dress for fashion statement or for, I guess, self-expression, whatever it might be. For me personally, it kind of strike me as cuckoo. I'm like, this, like we were saying earlier, is this person looking for attention? They're looking for us to have conversation about it like this, or they looking for us to say certain things? I don't get it.
Oh, they're looking to be like in blogs to get their name popping again. Are they looking attention?
I mean, aren't they all already famous?
Yeah,
Like,
it's attention all the way. It's all gimmick.
To me, that's how I see it. I see it like looking for attention. They want their names to be brought up in blogs. They want to be all over. Everybody talking about them, trending. You know,
and they're not worried. They're not really worried about people saying, "Oh, they're part of the LGBT community," because they know they're not. The whole point is
not. That's the whole point.
Yeah, the whole point is just to get, in celebrity world, all news is good news, good or bad. As long as people
pretty much. That's what I'm saying. They
talking about it, good. You know what I mean?
Maybe
some of these guys, I don't think that's true, because I don't care what nobody says. You can't change my mind about Russell Westbrook. He is showing the world that he ain't walking a straight line. That boy line
hey, yo, and if that's what it is, bro, come clean and let us know, so we can stop saying that you clowning out there. Come clean and let us know, so we can stop saying clowning.
Do they really owe that to you? They don't owe you that.
They don't owe it, but I'm saying it's just like a bunch of guys coming out doing this. Like, what's going on?
Maybe he's trying to come out with a dress line. Maybe, you never know.
Could be.
I think a lot of it too. I think a lot of it too is they see it in other races here in the United States where they think it's cool and they think it's funny, and like maybe they're mimicking what they see from them. But at the end of the day, it's all a gimmick. Huh?
What other races?
I mean, I'm not.
You know what other races, man.
You know what other races, Short Man. They have absolutely no problem with it. We've had it on the show before where they do those kind of things amongst each other as boys, and they think it's cool and they think it's fun. Like the younger generation is more open than we are. You know what I mean? And that's one thing but that's who's doing it though. You're not seeing people of our generation coming out in dresses now. You're seeing these young kids, and they just really don't care. They're gonna be talked about.
I'm with Lou. I'm just saying these dudes out here clowning, man. That's what they doing right now.
I'm like 2 years older than Russell Westbrook. So I don't know what y'all.
So Sean should come to the party in a dress then.
So Sean can come to the party in a dress, and he might get.
I need to relax with y'all foolishness, right?
Relax. Gotta relax.
I gotta relax. But
I think it's kind of like the same way when back in the day, ladies weren't supposed to wear pants. So it's just in reverse. So probably when ladies started wearing pants, they was having these same kind of conversation about the women.
Yo.
I won't dare.
We've seen it. We've seen it.
Is that what we're saying now?
Difference. I think it's
to some of them it is liberating, and they own,
So they went undergarments too and all that too. What are we
saying? Probably.
I mean, what are we saying?
That's been going on.
You know how women have waist trainers?
Hey,
Charmin,
I might need to tap out of this conversation because it's
you
going
know how
too far
women
for
have
me.
waist trainers?
I might need to leave.
You know how women have waist trainers? They have men waist trainers too.
Yeah, I seen guys in the gym.
Yeah, they have waist trainers for
when I was
men.
still in the gym, I seen guys in the gym wearing.
We've been wearing belts for weightlifting, but
no, we talking about waist trainers. We ain't talking about belts. We talking about waist trainers.
Bring your waist in.
Waistband to get that waist.
They wear girdles.
Yeah, they're not girdles.
They're not girdles, but yes.
Yes, they do.
Just squeeze the intestine in.
Oh, they wear them things the ladies in them old movies used to wear to pull the body in, right? Them old movies.
So bring that waist in. Bring the waist in.
The waist gang.
Yo, real talk.
But I mean, part of it, does stem from, like a lot of people would say that the women are becoming too independent, and it's making the men feel that way. Men are becoming more feminine. Women are
rest though.
I
think she's right. I think men are becoming.
I hate to say men are becoming more feminine. I'm seeing a trend in it. Even older men, they may not be going to the extremes of wearing dresses, but men as a whole, like men have always been, we can't share our emotions. We have to be Mr. Tough. And I'm seeing more and more of guys, like break it down. Like guys don't want to open the door for women anymore. They want to be equal. It's not that the women don't want someone to open the door for them. There are guys who just really feel like we're not opening the door for you. There are guys who want you to pay half on a date.
Most women don't understand that when a person open the door for you, I don't have to do it. I'm doing it. You should say thank you.
Yes, it's a courtesy.
I ain't trying to be your man. I was raised.
So when I'll open the door for a man.
Up and down.
It's not a
that happens. That's why a lot of dudes don't do it. I personally know a lot of guys that say they don't open doors for women because of that.
I still do.
But we do have to. We do as women have to realize that with our independence, with our strength, with us masculating ourselves and becoming stronger, we in a sense demasculated our men. You know what I mean? And
caused it.
There's going to be far extremes of it.
For men to wear dresses?
No, we didn't ask for it to go this far. Now, you know what I mean?
Or he mean the equality.
Equality of it,
I told y'all, I
asked for men to be sensitive.
I didn't ask for no equality.
Equality.
But there are men are wanting to do that. You know what I mean? Men are wanting to soften up now. So, I hate to say it, but I'm seeing more and more of it.
Don't have to go that far, man. Come on, man.
It don't. It should be an even balance, but I can't help what I'm seeing. If I'm seeing a trend, I'm seeing a trend. And I'm seeing women becoming more masculine, and I'm seeing men becoming more feminine.
The roles are flipping right now.
The roles are completely flipping right now. And now what's the result? Now you see men like Lil Nas posting like pregnant. Like people actually thought this dude was pregnant. You know what I mean? Like that's the funniest part to me. Like
he's a part of that crew.
That is the funniest part. Like people really like I saw crazy people going off. Like he's really pregnant. Like they had arguments about it, and I'm like,
that's why humans are at a loss right now. That's why we
exactly
stupid. That's why we dying from a disease that we can stop because we're so freaking stupid. Evolution is going, but we haven't evolved to the fact that males start reproducing yet.
Listen,
it has not happened yet. So
I don't want. I'm not gonna get religious on here.
Let me finish what I'm saying, Sharp man. For a person to actually sit and believe that a male is pregnant, then you're just a jackass.
Yeah, like you're just the dumb.
There's no conversation for that person. There's no going back and forth. If you sit there and saw a male post a picture of himself pregnant on social media and you think he's actually pregnant and you know for a fact that he's a male, he's just a jackass.
You say you don't even warrant a conversation at that point.
There's no going back. There's no discussion about it. You are a pure and complete jackass. That I know we're living in a time where humans are evolving, but we ain't evolved that far yet.
Not that far. Not that far.
I mean, there's a thing called nature and science and all of that. And
it's kind of
we know what nature made us all, and then we know there's some other things that happen in between it. There's a line in between that. But overall, we know a man and we know a woman and we know women get pregnant, men don't, much as they try.
I hate him. I hate him. I swear to God, I hate him. I hate him. I hate him.
Yeah, blame y'all when you and your man wear the same size and fighting for the mirror.
I hate him.
Yo.
I hate him.
It's hard because women were, we were really, 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 really treated like, we weren't anyone. So we did need to have a balance. And it's unfortunate that I can even say that. But, at one point in time, you have to think about it. Like, women couldn't vote, like, not too long ago. It's about like the 1950s. It was okay for your husband to literally still beat you. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't that long
still
ago.
In some states today, it
is like the cop will come to your house and it's your husband. And like, ma'am, this is a domestic, like, we don't want that. You know what I mean? Like, and women couldn't speak, women couldn't, it was a lot that women couldn't do. And we had to fight for our rights. And if it wasn't for those strong women, you know what I mean? We wouldn't have the rights that we have now. But somewhere along the line, it seemed to have gotten a little twisted.
Looking at all of that,
it got a little twisted. It went too far now. Women are men and men are women. We need to bring it.
Looking at all of that, right?
So now we want it to go back. When it's going
I don't know.
But ladies,
we just need to do it right.
What's going to happen?
We just need to do it right. We did it wrong.
Guess what happened next? Guess what's going to happen next, though? We're gonna start going out here in the world, and we're gonna start seeing the women dressing like a man and a man dressing like a woman. They're going out together. That's gonna shock your mind when you see that one.
That happens.
That happens already.
I'm not talking about that lifestyle. I'm talking about like regular people. That's gonna go crazy. That's too much.
Eventually, heterosexuals can become the minority.
Yeah.
As long as they keep adding different alphabets to the community, pretty soon heterosexuals are going to be the minority.
Go too far.
The world is going through a transition, because I could even bring up another point. Remember, even when we talking about dancing, right? Remember when the man started dancing more than the woman, and it was a problem back then. Like, why is the man dancing more than the woman? Then suddenly, it became a little more acceptable, but.
It's still not acceptable, Mamu. You're not gonna push me out the way, okay?
Yo.
No.
Let the woman them dance. Let the woman dance.
That's what I want to see, but
like why you push it? Sorry, excuse me. Sorry.
Hey, unless y'all wife and a girl, but I don't want to see y'all bubble up too much by yourself.
But see, like, I don't think, when women were fighting for women's rights, they weren't fighting for the right to be a man. The whole thing was to actually have a voice and to not be a second-class citizen.
Just to be treated good.
You know what I mean? We still want our man to, be a man and lead, but we, at the same time, we want to have a voice. We don't want to call the cops and then they be like, well, he your man, so he could beat you like the kids, you know what I mean? Like that's of course they had to go hard to fight for it, but I do think, and it's a lot more to it.
Where do we go from here?
Let me say this real quick. Let me fact check y'all real quick before we keep going. There's no state in America that you can beat a woman without.
I didn't think there was one now.
Check North Carolina.
Actually now they call
that says that you can do certain things, but you'll still get arrested for it because
North Carolina. If you go to the courthouse on Sunday, you can be around on the courthouse steps.
No, it was like the 1950s. It was the 1950s when they stopped it.
Can I finish talking? Y'all cut me off. There's laws on the book that says that you can do certain things, but they will arrest you for it. You will get arrested for putting your hand in a woman, no matter if you bring her on a courthouse
on a Sunday
or not. They're gonna lock you up.
You still gonna get locked.
The law says, even though they haven't taken those laws out of the books, like there's states like South Carolina that still say,
hey, slavery is still legal too.
You can't get married.
Slavery is still legal too, by the way.
We going too far off the subject here.
I agree with Lou. I agree with Louis.
Reel it back in. Reel it
You
back
think about
in.
it. At one point, women couldn't run companies. You know what I mean? They couldn't even run companies.
But think about it though. We have to go so far off the subject because it's so crazy. The subject is so crazy. Think about that. And we just like,
it's like we gotta go that far to
it's like, come on, man. When I saw these pictures today, and I was like,
Louis, yes,
my head was like exploding.
Louis, we asked for equal treatment, but I'm still for. I don't pump gas. Okay, I don't pump gas.
I do agree.
I don't think. I think a man should be pumping his woman gas.
Yeah, I don't pump.
I mean, if you're in a car together, yeah.
Yeah. Unless
I'm not in the car, I will drive home and my Baba will put the gas in my car because I'm not going to.
Wait, if you on E, you're not gonna make it home though, huh?
No, it gotta be a little bit of gas so I can make it home. So I can go tell him, oh, Baba, you gotta go put gas in the car because it's on E. I don't pump gas.
I think it also fall back to how you was raised. I think I think that certain factors of areas that you were raised in America think that would not find problem with this. Lola said that she don't see what the fuss is, but I know plenty of people, white, black, male, female, that's disgusted with seeing stuff like this. And that's why I decided that we were going to talk about it today, man. I hit you up this morning, Sharp, man. I said we're going to throw it in as a little piece and talk about it for a little bit. Then I hit you back up and I said, hey, man, it's the biggest thing going on around right now. We gotta talk about this. We gotta make this the forefront of what we're talking about tonight, because at the end of the day, everybody is free to do whatever they want to do.
Free as a bird in the tree.
And I noticed y'all heard what I say. Everyone is free to do what they want to do. That means that I'm free to feel how I want to feel also.
Exactly.
So, I you can feel like you want to do this and you want to do that, but I have the ability to also feel free to, and I can feel how I want to feel. Yeah. That doesn't say that what you're doing is bad, or I think that something should happen to you, or whatever you want to feel.
Right.
Whatever people you would say, but I can still have my opinion, and I can still find it, still find stuff egregious, and still find stuff not acceptable for certain things, but because my acceptance doesn't make it right or wrong, or my acceptance isn't the final straw of it, but I can still say I don't agree with that.
Right, exactly.
I said poop on that behavior right
all
now.
the time too. I don't agree with certain things as a
nasty podcast. Always doodling. I don't know what's wrong with that.
Poop on that behavior right now. They just stop that, man.
I think once you put it out there in the public, people are going to judge. So whatever comes behind it, like like Sean was saying, you just have to accept it, because you put it out in public and people are going to judge you. No matter what you do, once you put it in the public eye, they're going to judge.
And everybody has their own opinion. You cannot get mad at somebody for having their own opinion.
True.
You raise your child the way you want to raise your child. I will raise my child the way I want to raise my child. Now, if you agree with that, then that's fine. Nobody is going to go against your, but we all have our own opinions. Some people think it's wrong. Some people are angry at it. And, to me, I disagree with it. I think that, if you're not part of the LGBT community and stuff, you should not wear a dress, because to me, you're like, either you want attention, you're mocking them or something like that. And that's not right. Yeah. Like, you should do, if you're a male, you're heterosexual, that's how you are. You put on a dress for what? To do what? To get attention?
I feel like it's cheapening the movement, man. It's cheapening that whole thing.
No.
To get headlines and thumbnails, because they made the thumbnails.
Well, I got about 6 of them. If you trending like, I'm number 3, I'm trending.
It is just, to me, it's just cheapening the whole thing, man. It's just, the whole lifestyle, the whole community. It's just, it's almost like making a joke out of the community, because now you over here, doing this and you're not even a part of that community. It's one thing to say you support the community, but doing that is not support.
But you don't exactly. You
that's
don't
not
have
support.
to.
But in a sense, though, the way they're looking at it, though, and the way, you know, I don't agree with it in any way, shape, or form. But the one thing that always still registers in my head is that's the way they want to dress. You know what I mean? And I get critiqued a lot about my choices of what I want to wear sometimes by people.
So,
some people, well, no, some people will still share the same disgust that I hear from you guys. There are people who will still share that same disgust sometimes with maybe the choice of outfit that I wear. Does it make it?
Let me go off the reservation
right?
again. Let me go off the reservation again one more time.
I just try not to judge because I don't want people to judge me. So
I'm not judging.
It's their choice.
Let me make an example. Let me make a comparison. Maybe it's not an apt comparison. Maybe it's going too far. Okay, maybe it's going too far.
It is.
Okay, maybe
you already said the announcement of it already. You already know.
Hey, T,
you feel like you gotta go too far. Don't even start. Don't go in the car. Don't even start.
I'm not trying to go too far. What I'm saying is though, so I'm hearing, you know, it's like what I'm hearing is like you can't support them without wearing a dress. Is what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying?
No, because they're not necessarily wearing
that.
a dress to say that that's what they're trying to do. Maybe they just felt like today they wanted to wear a dress and just like.
Oh, come on, man. Get out of here with that. Oh, come on.
The same way that their choices don't affect you, as long as your opinion is not hurting them, it doesn't affect them either. So.
It doesn't affect me personally. Of course not. But that's crap to say. They just got up one day and said, "Oh, you know what? I'm putting on a dress today."
They said, "I want to go balls to the wall. I want it all out today."
That's total crap. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so
they woke up and they said, "You know, yo, man, I got a great album. It's gonna be me in a white wedding dress with an AK-57. It's gonna be dope."
Hey, you ain't gonna be taking shots a thugger up here. What? You know. But man. Hey.
I don't think I totally agree with. I think that the people who are doing it at this time, they're doing it for attention. They're doing it for a gimmick. I don't think that it has anything to do with anything else. I don't think that they're trying to mock people of the community or even trying to necessarily be a part of it. They're just doing what they got to do to get the bag.
To get their ratings.
Yeah, to get ratings, to be popping in the blogs, to get trending.
I don't know.
Because again, to them, you have to realize too, culture-wise, like us, when we were growing up, it wasn't even cool to talk to people who were part of that community. You know what I mean? And now these kids are being taught to love and befriend and to understand those type of people. So they don't have that same, I don't want to say fear, but they don't have that same reservation that we have.
Yeah,
nobody was afraid. Nobody was afraid of anybody.
They don't really care. They don't really care that if someone says it, they know that they're not. Like they're completely different.
They're open.
They are very open.
They see things differently. Like I always tell my kids, you don't judge nobody. Don't, you know, if they live a certain way, that's the way they live. You're not gonna just go and attack. You know, we're not gonna do that.
Right?
Because
you don't feel how you feel anyway.
Exactly. You respect them and you go about your way.
Yeah, you have to realize, like when we went to school, we didn't even see kids in our high school that were that way. If they they had
stop for a second. No,
what I mean is it was
two dudes in my class.
What I mean is
one dude was Jamaican and one dude was American, and they both was like that.
They walked around in dresses and
they weren't wearing dresses, but you knew, and they dress away and move away that you know exactly what they were. They didn't hide it either. They didn't hide it. They didn't even hide it.
Well, that was rare. It wasn't as frequent as it is now. You know what I mean?
The view, y'all turn.
Shout out to them for being who they are and who they were. Shout out to them for who they are, who they were back then. Shout out to them.
Look at Dre comment.
Hey, big up to Tunde. Big up Therese.
Hey, Tunde.
Big up everybody that's on the live so far. Lou, big up yourself.
I need you to please click that comment.
Yes.
Hey, Dre. Hey, you right, Dre. We would judge you.
I wouldn't judge you, Dre, but I would go live and post you and text me like, girl, look at your hubba. Doing it, go.
I'll be like, yo, Dre, what's good? What's going on, man? Like, yo, Dre. Oh,
No.
Hey, look at Dre. Dre going wild now.
Yeah.
Yo, Dre going wild now. Hey, people, if
Hey.
you're on the live, please hit that thumbs up. If you like what we're doing, please hit the subscribe button, share it with your friends. And listen, you hear me tonight saying poo poo on them, share with your friends so your friends can hear it too.
See, I'm here to moderate, mediate, and to bring the
temperature down.
excitement down a little bit, because it's
Hey.
getting
It's
Yeah.
going over the head.
Listen,
Yeah.
they need to stop that. If you're not a part of that community, stop wearing dresses. All on them. Poo poo on you guys. Poo poo.
all right.
Guys.
The sadistic individual, relax.
Poo poo on you guys. Poo poo.
Throw the coffee out and drink water.
Poo poo. I'm drinking ginger tea. Poo poo on you guys.
Oh gosh.
Green ginger.
Coming.
Green ginger. What about energy?
Drink
Enough
that
energy.
tea.
Enough energy.
You know, I don't personally, like I said, I'm gonna say it again. I don't see the need. I don't feel there's an excuse or there's any acceptability for a straight heterosexual man to show up at an event or to wearing a dress around, unless you have some type of confusion going on. I don't see how that's.
Maybe they do got that. Maybe they are confused.
And
Identity crisis much?
So instead of going to buy the red Corvette, they bought a dress.
Yeah.
And it was Calvin.
Hey, let me say something to some of y'all people out there on the thing. Some of your comments that you make, I can't call them back, or I can't click on them because they're against you.
But we see you. We see you.
We see you.
We see you and we hear you.
You know, some of us won't agree with you. Some of us do. But at the end of the day, you know, everyone is entitled to however they want to feel and however they want to express themselves. And so do I. And
you can't change nature.
Yeah, I think that's crazy how, you know, but hey, man, all I see is I seen some white guys.
Big up my little bro out there, man. Big up my little bro Marcus.
Some white guy.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Yeah, there's one guy who he's married. He wears skirts with 6-inch heels daily.
Yeah. I poo
His
on that.
outfits be fire too.
Poo on that.
But
who you talking about? The hairdresser in Atlanta?
No.
Guys
He's in another country. I think Sweden.
When I see like guys doing it in our community here, and our community is already shaken by all type of you know, unfortunate incident, unfortunate this and unfortunate that. So I think in our community it affects older folks and it affects people that don't see what we say eye to eye with that type of stuff. I think it affects these type of people different. I think when we start paying attention to, you know, the kid that doesn't have a father, now he's paying attention to, and needless to say that the rappers rap about smacking broads and doing all type of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna count that out. But I'm putting all that into one basket, saying that when a person is not there to help mold this child, they can be easily influenced. You know, growing up in school, I realized all the kids that eventually went to jail and eventually went to jail for stupid stuff. When I think back, I realized who they were. They were the person that was easily influenced. They were the person that didn't have people around them to tell them you can't do that. You know why? I'm cool with a lot of older guys. I've been lying about my age since I was 19. Remember, I've been 30 since I was 19. You remember that, Razor?
Yeah.
I remember my beard couldn't connect, and I was trying to grow it out. Make people think that I'm old for real. And I've been lying about my
been 30 for a long time.
Yeah, I hang around with a lot of older people, so I kind of see things in the way that a lot of older folks see things. And sometimes you have to look. Tony talk about D Wade. Yeah, but in some ways we have to always think of it like that, man. I think in our community, and I think that's what people are afraid of. I was speaking to an older gentleman today. I was speaking to him and Sharp Man back and forth today while I was doing my run walk, mostly walk, really slow.
I was gonna say run walk.
Yeah, where you run a little bit and walk a lot.
I walk a lot and run
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something.
As long as you active. As long as you active.
Well, when I was talking to this older gentleman, right, he said to me, he was like, the thing that bothered him, and he's like, I don't know, but he's like, the thing that bothers me now, the kid that was curious or wasn't sure or wasn't didn't have their mind make up of which way that he want to go now that he doesn't have somebody around him to maybe usher him to this side, usher him to that side. Now we already come to an agreement that most of the times that, you know, the internet and TV is raising a lot of these kids. A lot of these kids learn
very true.
From this type of stuff.
Yeah,
So
word on that.
he was saying that the kid that didn't really know which way they want to go might get ushered to that. I don't know. What do y'all think about that?
I think that's true. Like, because if their parents are not raising them, just like the kid who went, you know, before it was, they went to go look for the love in the gang or whatever it was that they did. They looking for it somewhere. They're looking for, you know, that role model in something, and a lot of times they end up being the wrong thing. That's true.
But that's what I'm saying. So when I said earlier, that was my point I was trying to make earlier. What we're doing now with these guys coming out here doing what they're doing because they're famous. Guys, the kids watch them on TV. They want that hero, that guy that played basketball that's good. They want to be like him. Now he's wearing a dress. He's confusing the kids. That's BS. He's confusing the kids.
Sometimes I'm gonna say this though. Sometimes it backfires too, you know, because we have this image of what we think men are supposed to be. So we have these little boys who grow up and maybe play with their sister's Barbie doll. The first thing that a lot of parents will say is, "Oh, he is
touched.
You know, you can't do that. He's touched." You know what I mean? Or he might like to play in his mom's makeup because he has a single mother and he sees his mother get dressed every day and put on the makeup. So one day he goes in there and he gets dressed in mommy's makeup and all of a sudden he's touched. We got to worry. We got to focus on the words that we ourselves put into these kids' minds and thinking that because they like to play with the little girls on the block. You know, some of these boys just be creative, you know what I mean? And they're just not tough, you know what I mean? But those creative, not tough boys very often from young, especially in our community, get called touched from earlier. And you're putting you're programming that boy into thinking he's touched because he don't like to play football or he don't like to go and hit somebody.
What does that even mean? That term anyway. What does that even really mean anyway? That term anyway.
Okay, Sharp Man. We all know.
I was trying to be politically correct, Short Man.
I'm saying
I don't really mean touched.
We all here know what the term means.
I was trying to be politically correct.
Leave it alone.
I get what you're saying.
But I mean, we really like. I'm not gonna like. I saw this one thing where this woman had a boy, and this boy was probably about 6 years old, and she did this whole post. And he was dressed like a girl and he did this fashion design. And she was like, my son knows what he wants. To be touched is a sexual nature. At 6 years old, just because I like to design women's clothes doesn't mean that I like to be with a man. But if you keep telling people that from a young age and telling them that they're wrong because they don't fit in society's version of what a masculine man is supposed to be like, then you yourself can turn that boy into something else.
Exactly.
I think you're right. It's just like you use the word stupid. You stupid.
Yeah, you can't tell these kids that kind of stuff.
You're stupid, you know. So you can't.
You're putting a label on your child, and you have these fears yourself because you're like. A lot of times you're scared yourself. You're like, oh my God, I can't let him. I think he might be.
All our mothers told us back in the days. I mean, no one told them that. They going to jail. They must be some charges. Time for them to pay the piper.
Shut up,
Yeah.
stupid. Shut up, stupid.
Yo, man, are you stupid or something?
Maybe. Maybe I might be. I didn't think about that
I mean,
before.
you just hit me in the head with a mop stick. I might.
Yeah,
After this concussion, I'm
think
sure
about
I done
that, though.
lost something.
They
You
hit you
know?
in the head and they ask you, "Are you stupid?" And
Yeah.
all while
Yeah,
they doing it to you all the while.
Like you threw it right, you bust my, like right here. You hit me right there.
My brain can't function no more.
Which one of us is stupid? Who was hitting the kid in the head with a mop stick?
I was scarred. I was scarred.
Yeah, see, Lou understands what you
because
do
back
call
then
your
they think-
child. That's what.
Back then they think if they the term they used when I grew up is if they conk you in your head, you know, you're supposed to make you smarter, I guess.
Hey, they're gonna realign the brain back.
They hit you enough times in the head to make you smarter, I guess.
But it is very true. Just like they have the thing that, because girls do it on, they was talking about WAP in that video and all. But my thing is this. Oh, look at.
Okay, so.
But he is.
But
That's from Cinderella, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's from Cinderella, isn't it?
He is a part of
He
the
is
community.
part
Did y'all-
of the
did y'all-
past.
Yeah.
I'm just using his picture for it to make.
He's a part of that community. That's
Yeah.
okay.
But
That's fine for him.
Seeing him, he played in that new version of Cinderella,
yeah, he's in Cinderella.
which
yeah, he's in it.
me and my daughter
He's
did
also
not.
on Pose.
We didn't agree with.
My
Why? Because he was blacker than Cinderella?
No, the Cinderella kind of to my daughter, she felt like Cinderella was telling girls not to focus on love and to chase their dream and
you mean to go be a strong, independent woman?
Yeah, to go be a strong, independent woman.
That's Cinderella. Who's this?
Who's this?
Who's this?
Who is this person?
Kid Cudi.
Oh, the same one.
Man, get off.
That's
man.
just like
Hey.
that's how he liked to dress then, because that's more.
See,
than
this
one
is what
outfit.
happened, right? This is what happened. Girls was going out and they was wearing the bomb sneakers with these cute skirts and stuff. And the guys just wanted to copy them. They going in competition with the girls.
He have on jeans under there.
I don't know.
Maybe I just
Is
feel
that
like
see through?
at this point, that's who he is.
He just wanna. He just.
We're getting
He's
trouble,
dressing
Dre.
like
I
the man in
can't see
Sweden.
what you're saying. I can't hear what you're saying, Dre.
I think Russell Westbrook just want to be a bad chick. He just want to be a
Yeah.
bad B.
The guy that's in
wants to
Sweden,
be
he
a bad-
dressing just like him. He trying to steal his style.
Yeah.
I'm thinking a future song, Beeps and Bottles.
Yeah,
Help, short man.
Ah, boy.
Help, short man. Help,
That's what he want to be.
help him.
Yeah, I mean, like I would if a man identified, but people who are doing it for a gimmick, like it's not cool, but that's what they're doing it for.
Yeah,
It's for the gimmick.
And guys, that's the only thing I'm
Just
saying.
to get their attention. It's like
saying
someone
that-
who's really out there fighting, you know what I mean, and going through life hard because
Right.
that's how they feel. And then
and
here
that's
you
my
go
point.
making a joke out of it, trying to make
That-
an extra bag.
That
Like
is my point. That the struggle is real for this community already. The struggle is real for them, meaning they get ridiculed in certain circles, and for guys that claim to be heterosexual out here doing this, I just think it's not cool.
I say big up my boy Heartstar Media. Heartstar Media is also a YouTuber. Big up yourself. Check him out.
It won't be me.
oh,
Ain't no way, my boy.
Yeah.
nah, bruh. Nah, bruh.
No way, my boy.
Respectfully, we go.
Respectfully, that's the best way to say it. Nah, bruh.
But as a woman that's married and we parents, they're raising two strong black men and a strong black woman. Cannot, I don't condone it in no type of way. Do whatever you want, but I raise my children just like everybody else. Just like I wouldn't like if my kids were younger and the WAP video came out. Of course, I'm not letting them see that.
Yeah, my kids.
Right.
Just like how I used to.
I get excited when I see that video. What my kids gonna do?
Yeah, like I would not want my little kids to see that video.
Right,
just
right,
like I don't
exactly.
want no other video. Just like when I used to be out in the dance hall as a dance hall queen and I was dancing, I'm not having my kids. I will never have no video of me doing all kind of half net. No.
It's all equal, so the
There's
same treatment
exactly.
goes
So
all around.
how would y'all feel if your kid came to you and wanted to wear a skirt, or how would you feel if you saw a post on social media where your kid went to school and wore a skirt? How would you handle that?
My daughter can wear her dress to school anytime she wants to. That's
not your daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. Your son.
No, I will have a.
I have two sons. You know what I mean, and like I have one. Like my middle child. He's actually what they call TikTok famous. You know what I mean? And he does do these weird TikToks where like sometimes he'll get like one of my wigs and put them on and things like that. But how would y'all feel? How would you
we could
react if it was your child?
Listen, that's a sensitive thing. You have to approach that in a really circumspect way. I mean, if your kid is feeling that way for some reason, you gotta talk to them. You really gotta talk to them. You can't just automatically assume that they want to be or they don't want to be. You gotta let them be free to come out and talk to you about that and really do what they want to do. I mean, honestly, the way society said, you're not gonna be able to not let your kid be that way. You're not gonna pray it out of them. You're not gonna beat it out of them. None of that. Yeah, none of that. None of that's gonna happen. What you have to do is make them feel free to come talk to you.
I can hide it out.
If that's what's going on with them, you gotta let that go on.
I mean, like what if they just wanted to wear a skirt? You know what I mean? Not. I'm not. That's a whole deep. I would never even ask people what they would do if they found. I mean, like if you're straight son, if you're straight son, honestly, if you're straight son, if you found out your straight son was one of these one day and you saw it somewhere and it was posted to them, how would you?
If we're talking about my personal straight kids, the dudes ain't doing it. They might not. I can't.
It might be a challenge, they might get challenged. Kids these days love a challenge. Get anybody to do something, put a challenge behind it. Men in the skirt challenge.
I would say I know my two boys, and I know for a fact that they don't play that. They don't play that.
Here's what I have to say on that. If I have a child, right, my child have to get permission from me to wear certain things to school. And if he's getting certain things from someone, I supply everything for my child. So unless my child start working and miraculously have his own money, and even with his credit card, I set up his credit card so I could tell that he used it at Chick-fil-A. So I'll be able to see these things. Then it's worth a conversation. But I don't think that there'll be a time that my heterosexual child will feel like it would be okay for him to put on a dress and wear it to school for a short man would say poo poo and giggles. And
well, I mean, it's becoming the more it becomes. This may be,
that's the confusion.
It all depends on how you.
It may be part of the wardrobe now.
Everybody home and people. There's difference in
men already wearing purses, and they're like, no, it's not a purse.
Hey, that's a satchel, man. Come on, that's a satchel.
Look, he wears one. He wears one. I don't think any man should ever wear a purse. It's a purse.
Men will wear that for hundreds of years, man.
It's the same as a dress to me. It's the same as a dress. I don't care if it say Gucci. I don't care if it say Louis. I don't care if you wrap it across your chest. Like they actually buy fanny packs and wear it across their chest. And they're like, men shouldn't even wear fanny packs. Like
the only time it's the fashion is when you at war.
And thank you.
Okay, y'all tripping now.
What? Short man? See? It's okay to wear a purse. So men, you can wear a purse.
What we're not going to do is make exceptions for stuff that we do and then bash other people for stuff that we do. What we're going to do is play on an even keel. We ain't going to make excuses for what we do and then say that it's okay. And then for everybody else stuff that you don't agree with, then you say that it's wrong.
It's such
y'all thinking carrying a crossbody bag is same as
nah, you better walk around. Yes, it is. It's a purse.
Yeah, okay. I don't see that.
It's a
We're
purse.
gonna agree to disagree on that one.
It is a
Not
Why
purse.
you ain't got a
laptop
brief?
bag.
You better get a briefcase or a laptop bag. Like what is you walking around with a purse
I got
for?
all three. I got all three.
You men jeans. Men, see
on
what
you?
happened. This is what happened was
Hold on, what you
men
say,
went.
Lola?
Poo-poo on you.
Wait, hold
Yes,
on.
Put on your
poo-poo.
purse.
You say, Lola?
Poo-poo on
Poo-poo
you,
on his
man.
merch.
Hey,
Poo-poo on that merch.
hey, I don't even appreciate that, Lola. I don't even appreciate that.
That was perfect, Lola.
Lola, you wrong. You wrong, Lola. You wrong.
Lola be sliding in them little things there all the
Yes, you
time.
do. Yes,
She
you
be
do.
getting
Yes,
them
you
in,
do.
man.
Corey said the media sets tone for a lot of these things.
That's the truth. I agree with
It
that. I
completely
fully agree
does.
with that. I fully agree with that.
Deputy
Complete.
said he can't wait to hear what Boosie say about the situation.
Baby.
Man,
You know, you
listen.
already know.
Okay, don't get me wrong. Boosie makes some good points. He just know how to what they call it, articulate or say it in the right way. But he does.
He don't know what he don't know how to articulate.
Exactly, but he does make good points, and I understand what he said. But it's just a lot of people that don't understand him and stuff. But he does make good points. He just don't know how to express it in a.
And also, I don't think I think a lot of people discredit even when he is making a valid point because of things that he's done, like
He
with his
said
own
before,
children.
Yeah. I think. Remember, we had this conversation about how you deliver the message.
Mhm.
Yes.
When the tone and how you deliver the message usually go over people's heads sometimes.
Ooh.
I've realized that
For sure.
yelling at my kid whenever I want him to do something the right way doesn't work for him. So what I do is, when I get upset, I leave it alone for a while, and I come back with a calmer head because I realize that when I get frustrated, he shuts down, and he shuts down from doing schoolwork. He shuts down from doing whatever. So you have to realize that with people. So when Boosie, leading back to Boosie, delivering the message, when like somebody will judge a factual for me, because if I don't tell you that I've accomplished this, I've accomplished that, a person will see me and make an inference that he's just a dude from the corner, which is living better than you. But anyway, people do that all the time. And I think when they feel like the message is not coming from the appropriate person, I remember being in a room, and I never really said this to Carrie, but I remember being in a room talking to a person, and the guy was talking back to Carrie and wasn't talking back to me, as if I wasn't a part of the conversation. But
And
then
for what?
when it comes down to a
I've been
transaction,
there too.
N-word, you got to talk to me now because the transaction got to be made and I got to make it.
Like,
So, but it happens. It happens to the best and worst of us, I guess. Big up everybody out there on the live. Please hit like, share it on your social media platform so we can keep this conversation going. We had originally planned to get out of here a little early tonight, but if the conversation gets a little riveting, we got to calm down. I'm trying to keep Short Man calm tonight, because Short Man,
on what?
boy, when he started talking like a black pastor. Boy, he said, "Lord, calm down, Pastor."
Poo on them.
Poo on those guys. Poo.
Calm down, Pastor Short. Calm down.
It's my ginger tea, man.
Yeah. So hit like if you on Facebook, come on over to YouTube. We don't really rock with Facebook like that. Just come on over to YouTube. But yeah, man, I think, I don't know what to say, man. I think like Lola and T would say, everybody have their own preference of what they think it is. And I can't say anybody is wrong, because, I believe in human rights over every other rights. And, so I believe everyone have the ability to do what you want to do and say what you want to say. Again, that doesn't mean it doesn't come with consequences. Everything that we do or say comes with consequences. It could be good consequences, bad consequences. There's always some type of what we would say reaction to your action. And, sometimes the reaction is Facebook going crazy, going ham when you're talking about you. And we have to remember that these guys are media whores. They love attention. Some of these guys, what
not the W word.
Yeah, some of these guys do whatever it takes to keep themselves relevant.
Yeah, relevant. Yeah,
pick up yourself.
Very true.
You know, and that makes it hard for me, a short man or somebody that doesn't understand what's going on to sit here and be like, okay, that's cool. Because we don't really.
I know what a whore is.
Oh, jeez. You know what? Where's my? I need a refill.
Anyway, like I was saying, you know. So
y'all seen that that thing with what's his name? Waka Flocka, when he be like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, man.
I had to make it clear. He just said we may not understand. I had to make it clear. I know what a whore was.
Whoa.
Yeah, all right. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, you're in love with the word whore. We get it.
Where's Dimby?
What is a media whore or a whore?
Yeah.
Where is Dimby?
Like, it's just too excited when you hear that word, my brother. Loose enough steppers used to carry them 45 and ganja in a man purse in I-70. It was still a purse then too.
Still a purse.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And they did it with tight bell bottoms and butterfly collar shirts that show all of that.
And platform heels.
Platform heels, you know.
Well, I've been doing some research, and that's been since the 1600s. That's been going on. So just to be clear,
Hard Star Media, we do take calls, but we got to keep the call very, 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 very lukewarm. If everybody on here talking crazy, we have to stay politically correct the whole call. I'm gonna have to hit the mute button.
Yeah.
So, but you know, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by some short pastor from Nebraska.
Just because I knew what a whore is.
Yeah. So it's
short man can't wear a dress because it'll be too long.
The dress will pass it, you know, his ankle.
It's gonna be too long.
Oh man.
He gonna have to wear heels if he wear a dress.
That ain't you ain't gotta worry about that happening. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, we do take calls, but yeah,
gotta be circumspect when you call in.
Be on your best behavior. Gotta be politically correct. Gotta be PC. Can't talk crazy.
Can't talk like Al Bundy.
No, don't talk like Al.
No.
Or maybe even Homer Simpson.
One of the realest black dads out there, Al Bundy.
Yes.
My guy.
You know?
But it's just hard for, you know, I know it's hard for parents now raising children, because some kids are very curious. They want to know, why can I do that? Because there are kids that, like y'all said, they don't have a structure in their home, and TV is raising them. So they're looking like, oh, I can do that too. He got a lot. He famous. He got, and people like him. So I can do that too. So it's hard, I'm glad I had my children the years that I had them. Okay. Yes.
So they say everybody is cool with it until it hits home. Yeah, I seen a lot of times get a little creative with what they saying when it hits home. I think a lot of people. I think the world is more accepting of everything that goes on now. I think a lot of stuff that we see now at one point used to surprise us doesn't surprise us anymore. October 15th. Will be in the building. Noah Power will be in the Hampton Roads area, in the DMV area. Check that out. That's gonna be a crazy party, very exciting party. Everybody's gonna be there. The whole AGP family is gonna be there in full effect. Hit Carrie Lazarus up for information about the party. He doesn't have any more VIPs, but like I always say, we can always make one by the bathroom for you. You can always make one. Nothing but love. So hit Carrie up for if you need a special VIP made. We can find a way to make one. Yeah, how we do.
Make you feel special.
Yeah,
give you a sign. We just put a sign up next to you.
We'll write something on the paper. Say VIP. You just stand there. We'll make it happen.
Get you guess.
So y'all saw them crazy outfits at Met Gala last night. I picked 2 outfits out that I wanted to talk about. I kind of wanted to take a little break. Well, not even a break. Just I think a lot of this stuff is for shock value. When it comes down to it, at the end of the day, I think a lot of them do wear crazy stuff for them to be talked about. Like I was saying earlier.
He got on a throw. That's a throw.
I don't know what it is. That look like what's
That's
that
a blanket, man.
What was the theme this year?
See, that's the thing.
It was if you eat that looks like that. What's the name of that cereal again?
Trick.
What's that?
Tricks, or is it the other one?
Loops or Tricks?
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch. Yes.
That boy got on a blanket full of Captain Crunch out there. That boy rich.
Look like he got a blanket on.
The for the Met Gala, they have a theme every year. So whatever But I don't know what the theme is.
Don't go by the theme. The way our people dress. You see, the thing is, the Met Gala, you're supposed to dress crazy, but at the same time, it's supposed to actually look.
Let me see what was the
lookable.
I saw a lot of people asking what the theme was, but
I didn't see what the theme was.
I couldn't figure out what the theme was. I saw a lot of people asking that. It was like
the theme was Rona. That was the theme.
As crazy as you can get,
Theme.
You have to be vaxxed to be up in there too, I heard.
Yep, you had to be vaxxed.
Yes.
And guess who ain't go?
They didn't take Nicki Minaj. They didn't took the information from you. They ain't took the information from you. They wanted it from your doctors.
Exactly.
Where you got tested.
You couldn't go buy a card and go use it. Use your fake card in there.
So those are my girls right
Chloe
there.
and Haley look good.
Who are they?
Chloe and Haley.
Beyonce little proteges.
Oh, okay.
Her proteges?
That darn.
Oh, they kind of look like her and Solange.
They are her proteges. They on her label. She's the one mentoring them.
Chloe has a video right now.
That's the one that they're saying is the next Beyonce.
Yes, Lord.
Her little protege. That's her little.
Yeah,
that video. If that ain't Beyonce in that video, I don't know.
I was gonna say, is that gonna be her thing? Is to just be exactly like Beyonce? It seemed like she was just like Beyonce, but a little. I don't want to say, but a little more nastier. It's like
yeah.
But it was like
I see that too.
All Beyonce, and it was just kind of like, who is she?
Wants to be on her own. Yeah, she gonna have to change.
Yeah, she gonna have to branch that out. Like, you don't want to be
Met Gala. I think at the Met Gala it says the theme was American independence. The theme. I don't know.
Okay. So
that means everybody free, everything free. Come in a men's dress, come in a women's dress, come in.
Yes, so
Slotches, come in fish gear. Like
they should know where their drawers on the outside of their clothes. Then
somebody probably did.
I'm pretty sure they did. There was some of everything.
The model Iman, she looked good.
Yes, she did.
Good.
Yes. What they saying that she ate?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes, she sure did.
Don't get Sharpman all started with that.
I was gonna say. He ain't pooped in a little minute.
Fire for that. Fire for that.
Hey, you the liquor man, remember?
Hey, when the minds are too dirty, fire for that. When the minds are too dirty out here.
Hey,
Clean
You
up
said
your
it,
guys'
not
minds.
Ah.
Clean up your minds out there. You
He
guys
was
are too
the
dirty.
dumbest ever.
On a
That's,
two,
that sounds
man,
about right.
man say one word and I want to twist it up.
No,
Okay,
you
so like,
said
tell me,
it.
twist it up.
You said it.
Hey, see that on a two? You see that on a mind can't stay straight. On a mind lean.
You said it.
We got a whole new short man now. He didn't pull the accent back. He went from poopies.
Look, he
He
took it
went
out
from
his mirth.
poopies.
Tongue is a whore.
He got
He got it
mad.
out his
He
mirth.
said, hold on. They done joked my merce.
Yeah,
Let me
man.
show him I'm a
Yo,
man.
yo,
Let me show him I'm a
yo,
man.
fire
Get that
for that.
Jamaican accent.
Yeah, man. Fire for that.
Hey,
man,
He had to
man,
pull out a
I
Jamaican
gotta give you guys.
accent.
I gotta give you guys tough guy now. Hey, fire for that.
Don't do it with that merce on though.
Yo, what you mean?
Oh, I'm sorry. Your satchel.
Yo, hey, my satchel, my merce, whatever you want to call it, I'm my one.
See, that's what they saying about their dresses.
That's exactly.
I don't feel them on a woman dress. I don't feel them on a woman dress. It's not for them on a woman dress. Then to stop it. Poop, do the pan them. Do the pan that.
I don't know why Shaw man so comfortable with poo poo, but
He really is. I'm like sitting here like
more time you have to do it.
He must have been babysitting and he gotta wash the baby. I mean, change the poopy
I
pampers
think
or something.
diapers.
Somebody got a turtle head coming out.
What Carrie see me? What Carrie see me? What is he talking about?
What Carrie's saying.
Bring your sign. It's a VIP sign.
Yeah, He
VIP.
said bring a VIP. He said wear it. I was like, I'm gonna bring one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
We
bring
just
it.
when you go to Alcohol Anonymous, it says, "Hello, my name is." You just give them a
Hey,
sign. Hello, my name is VIP.
Hey, wherever I am is the VIP. Wherever I am is the VIP. Just bring my stuff to me. Just bring my stuff to me.
We're gonna work it out for you.
Can I
We're
bring
gonna
my-
work it out for you
Bring my own
guys.
glass, Carrie. Can I bring my own glass?
BYO.
You know they got you know how you see on the shows they got the different tiers of VIP now. That's the low tier. Low tier
That's
VIP.
low kid. Just wear a shirt and stand up in the corner somewhere.
We're gonna give them a sticker.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put a rope around me.
I am VIP.
I'm gonna wear a shirt VIP and put a rope around me.
Carrie, you don't even need to do all of that. We have the perfect VIP for Short Man. Put him in the bathroom since he loves poo poo.
Yo, they're gone too far with that one. They're gone too far with that one.
Perfect spot for you, poopster.
Perfect
Yeah,
section.
we're going too
Perfect
far.
section.
Oh
Hey,
my
make
goodness.
sure to bring toilet paper too. Make sure we have a lot of toilet paper. At the VIP.
Ooh, wee.
Do this one tonight, or should we check? Nah, let's do this one Thursday.
We got any callers?
I'm waiting for a couple of people requesting calling in, so I'll put the number out there.
Where y'all at?
I think Elisa want to call in.
Talk to us nice. Talk to us nice.
Don't go up here talking like we in the barbershop, go. We not.
Exactly.
We said nice.
You got tiptoe on what you saying. Tiptoes on what you saying.
I like to say you got to be circumspect. You got to be really.
In other words, circumcise your words.
Cut them short.
Yeah.
Straight to the point.
Straight to the point.
Circumcise your words, please.
Mm-mm.
Richer
Hey,
Ram.
I like this point from Heartstorm.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I think he uses the fact. I think he uses it more than people do. You know what I mean? Because it was like he came out and we like old time, and it's like maybe it's me, but like I haven't music wise, like that was a gimmick song to start off with. You remixed a country song, and then you just came out with like, hey, well, guess what? This is what I am, and it's not like ever since he came in, it's like a gimmick. Boom, gimmick.
I thought it was trash when I first heard it too. I never, when I heard people singing it, I was like, and this before I even knew who he was. what he was, before I knew anything about him. I just thought, I was like,
It's like one of those corny songs that you like.
Yeah, that'd be catchy,
It's
Like,
like that whole
what's
rapping
the
Duke.
other
It's like
guy,
it's like a whole rapping Duke song. Da ha
Aha,
da
aha.
ha. Da,
What's
ha.
the other guy who came out? His Frank
Ocean.
Ocean. You know what I mean? Like he came out after his album and said what he was, but he didn't go on like this spree of like, ooh, you know what I mean? Like, ooh, like it's just too much. You know what I mean? Like, okay, that's what you do in the bedroom. Let it like
Yeah, because and that's
that's the thing that just really bothers me is like at the end of the day, that's not who. Like they say they don't want people to judge them because of that, but that's not who you are. Who you sleep with does not define who you are as a person. So stop rubbing it in my face. Like I'm not going into your bedroom asking what you doing the same way you're not coming in mine, but stop rubbing it in my face and then get mad when I be like, well, that's weird. Like keep that weird stuff in the room, in the bedroom where it's supposed to be. That's private. It's not everybody's business. And it don't define who you are.
Heartstorm is trying to call in.
Call again.
Hey, please call again. Hey guys, while we're here, please hit the thumbs up. Let's go ahead and share with our friends. And if you like what we're doing, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so you can know when we jump online. Righteous and Ratchet Thursday coming up. Right?
And we ready.
We do a little righteous, and these ladies like a whole lot of ratchet.
TNT on AGP.
Ratchet.
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
You know, I love the ratchets. I do.
So in this conversation, I've learned that I haven't learned anything.
Really?
I just knew you was about to have a serious point.
Right. I was waiting. That's why I was like,
I don't even want to lie and act like I learned something. I didn't learn nothing.
I thought he's about to start waxing poetic up there.
I know. I was about to throw some bars on us. Like, yeah.
I haven't learned anything. I think a couple of people are trying to call in at once because I see one number come in, then another number jump in real quick. So I guess y'all gotta space each other out and then just hit.
Don't hang up. Let it ring.
Chuck, man, what are you talking about? Did I say I hang up?
Not you. I'm talking about them. Don't hang up. Let it keep ringing so you can get a chance to answer it.
I think they should battle it out. Nah, I'm just playing.
Okay.
Well, Heartstorm Media says wifey's calling, so he's gonna call it.
Go ahead and call in.
He come back on Thursday.
Yeah, we are here on Thursdays for ratchet.
In fact, I'm gonna have to set up something with Heartstorm Media so him or the wife he can come through and have a one of the podcasts with us. We sit up here and have a good old. Supposed to be 2 hours, but we go like 3 hours a night. So.
Yeah.
Black people
we like them people drunk at the end of the club that don't want to go home, so we just keep dancing.
Be like, all right, see y'all.
Y'all don't even know. Even when we get off, we
go home,
still
but you got to get the heck out of here.
Yeah, even when we get off, we still be here.
We still be up all night long after party. We don't want to go home.
We don't want to go.
Hey, man, you had a little rant that you wanted to make. What we was talking about this morning about misinformation in the community. Before we close out, give yourself a calm 3 minutes
about misinformation. Jeez, man,
about Nicki Minaj and all these famous people out here harming the community.
Pretty much. So like we've been saying, it's okay if you don't want to do something for yourself. But stop going out here spreading it to our own people who are the most affected by this crazy situation that we're in right now. Let's leave them alone. Tell them go talk to their doctor. Not listen to you because you think you're on some conspiracy thing. Listen, guys, everybody that's listening, the government knows where you are at all times. If you're getting government assistance, if you have a social security number, if you have a cell phone, if you get mail in your mailbox, they know where you are. They don't have to track you online or put anything in your body, any chip. Stop being stupid. They don't have to do that. They already know where you are 24 hours a day. They know this. They can see a dime on the ground from space. Stop being stupid. Don't be idiotic. All I'm saying is we're the ones dying from this mostly, from this crazy situation. And people have a right to not get what they don't want to get in their bodies. but let them talk to their doctors about it. None of us on here or in the audience or wherever should be giving people information if we're not a medical doctor. That's all I'm saying. Because we're harming too many people. And I keep seeing these sad stories of, you know, I was doing research, but then I died. You know, I mean, I'm sorry, like so many. I've been watching so many, like, you know, this nurse, this nurse, her and her sister, or one's a school nurse, one's a school teacher in the same school, and the school teacher died because she was doing research. She was still doing research, and she was going to get it. But how much research are you doing? Who are you talking to that is taking you so long to get to the point when you have doctors out there? And another thing that's sad for us, a lot of us don't have doctors in our community. Like we don't have medical care, medical benefits, a lot of us. And that's a sad thing. And so all I'm saying is, man,
and we're scared of the doctors. You know what I mean? Like, you have to realize with the Black community, though, with that, though, a lot of it goes back to the history of America and vaccinations, and you know what I mean.
Well, we're smarter
at the
now,
end of the
though,
day, at the end of the day,
now,
everybody needs to focus on them and stop trying to convince everybody else to do what they do. We all have our own choices, so you need to focus on your choice and your choice only. You know what I mean? Everyone's so trying to tell who's right and who's wrong.
These celebrities are out there spreading misinformation, though.
Because they're getting paid for it. They're getting paid for that.
They gotta stop that.
They're getting paid for that. We gotta stop looking to celebrities as experts. That's what we need to be doing.
I agree.
We need to stop looking like, you know how many people won't even Google, they'll go to Facebook. Like, I can't stand when someone be like, hey, Facebook, what is this? What is Google for? Like, how you gonna go to Facebook and ask a question?
All right, people, we got a caller in. We got a caller. Artstorm, you here?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, my brother? How you doing today?
Man, what's going on? This is my second time checking out the podcast. Well, actually checking out the live podcast on YouTube. I don't know how to find your podcast. I'm not a podcast person. Of course, you guys on YouTube. I think about last week, enjoyed the convo. So when I seen it pop up that you were talking about a topic that was, you know, right on the tip of everybody's thought process, and y'all was keeping it raw and real, I was like, I definitely got to jump on.
Definitely.
Talking about guys and queens. No, kings and queens.
Yeah, my brother, thanks for you calling in. This is the AGP fam. You're up here with Cherie Attitude, Short Man, Miss Lola B, and T. Mr. Razor had to step out. He usually step out after 9 o'clock.
Okay.
So some commentary on this. I want you to keep it. I know you know how to do this because you're a fellow YouTuber.
Sir.
Keep it politically correct. You know, we got to toe the lines before we get kicked in the neck. So
I know how it is.
With this whole situation, man, what's your thoughts on this? I know you and your wife probably had a conversation about it already. Some of your other friends. What's your thoughts on this whole situation here?
The Lil Nas X thing. I guess I'll just lead with him, and I'll keep it, quick and simple.
Yeah.
I posted a video not too long ago about Lil Nas X, and I think it was when he came out with the devil worshiping and sneakers with the blood drops and all that stuff he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I had thought process on it. I had topic on it. One loud call. Give me 1 second, baby. Yeah, I'll be right there. Sorry about that. The wife's becking.
All right.
So I'm gonna keep it quick.
Mm-hmm.
I had my thought process on it, right? And of course, anytime you comment on, like I said, just use Lil Nas X because he's a hot topic, right? Anytime you comment on something regarding him, it always comes off as, oh, you homophobic.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, listen, why can't you now in today's society, we should be able to normalize, we use that term normalize. We should be able to normalize having a problem with something that somebody does, no matter what their sexuality is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're losing that so often because people want to automatically assume that you can't just have a problem with something that somebody does based on their actions alone. Mm-hmm. It has to do whether somebody is gay or straight.
Yeah.
So you went and robbed a bank, right? And you said, man, this dude out there robbing banks. They're gonna be like, oh, you don't like gay people. Like, no, I don't like
right.
Exactly.
That's true.
100%.
That's true.
That is what they do time and time again. So in my video, I say, hey, I use the word a-hole. Listen, you did some a-hole stuff and I comment on it. It was because you did some a-hole stuff. You did some goofy stuff. It has nothing to do with whether you're gay or not. And this is why I use the topic of, they say people are critical, people only saying this about Lil Nas X because he's gay. people have been criticizing rappers for doing stuff lewd, lascivious, over sexualizing in nature, anything that's deemed derogatory for kids. You don't want your kids to hear it. People have been criticizing rappers since way before there was ever a gay rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know, we've seen it with Tupac. Tupac was getting banned from arenas, banned from Luke and Tupac, who got banned from states.
Oh yeah, Luke and them got banned. Yep.
From
Big
states.
time.
NWA was getting arrested for performing certain songs.
Yeah.
These were straight people banning straight rappers. So now, why can't a person look at Lil Nas X and say, "Hey, I don't want my kid seeing two of any people on stage kissing"? But because, you know, sometimes we glorify it if Nicki Minaj goes on stage and kisses a woman, but there's a lot of people that have a problem with that.
Oh, a lot of people. Yeah.
I did.
A lot of people have a problem
did.
but they don't, those voices get drowned out, and it's only you just, you know, that's the part of the agenda I hate. I don't go too much into the, you know, they always trying to push black men to wear dresses. I don't know if you guys ever heard Dave Chappelle, you know.
Yeah, so he
Dave
didn't.
Chappelle, he was like,
I heard. Yeah,
with the dress and everything like that. And Dave Chappelle actually forgot when he made that statement. He actually kind of technically wore a dress in Robin Hood Men in Tights, but I'll let that go because that was kind of not like the dress. But you know, when he said, you know, a line about how it seems like they always take a black comedian and put him in a dress, I ain't even talking about that agenda. I just don't like the fact that we lose our voice, not being able to have an opinion
about it.
True. You can't be critical of
indeed.
anything. You can't be critical of anything. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like that's my biggest problem with it. I could watch this guy on TV with a dress. He can go on TV wearing a dress, but I can't say anything about it. That's my problem.
That's the same problem I have. Yeah, no,
you're supposed to be happy. It ain't that you can't say anything. You're supposed.
You can
to
only
be
say something
happy.
good,
and you're supposed to congratulate the fact that he's on the stage.
So that's where we're living in now. Where you can't say anything against anything. No, I agree with you 100%, brother. Yeah.
This is the new. Yeah.
What's that? The new world order?
It's the new world. Yeah. You know, I agree with you, man. I totally agree with you. I feel like at points in life, right? People often want you to toe a certain line, which most people toe that line. I think the moment that you step over the line or you step across the line a little bit, you're always going to have people there to try and push your foot back straight, to keep towing the line and to keep following what they want or what they out. What they're saying is whatever we do is okay, and whatever we saying is okay. But if this person said this and this other person say that, we're gonna criticize them, and we don't have a rebuttal for that, because what are we gonna say? You're only picking at us because we're straight. No, we can't say that.
Right.
Exactly.
You picking at us because we're straight.
We sound crazy if we say that. You know what I mean?
I think that's what some white people are dealing with right now with the Black Lives Matter movement. In a sense, they feel like you can't really, as a white person, criticize a black person too much, too openly, because then it goes to, you know, oh, are you only saying this because the person is black? Or, you know, my black. I think that's not the same, but I think it's some similarities in that. And I think right now, it comes to a point where some of them try to push back as well, too. So I'm not pushing back. I don't have that much of a dog in a fight. And I do measure my words for the same reason that we're saying we're having a measured conversation now. I just want to be respectful of everybody. I want to be respectful of everybody's rights, because what you said earlier, human rights over all rights, you know, first. And I want my rights to be respected as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Word.
Definitely.
Yeah, man, definitely. Thanks for calling in, man. Thanks for tuning in.
I appreciate y'all having me.
Hey, I
Thank you.
just
Thank you
hit
for tuning
subscribe
in.
too, man. I just hit subscribe on your thing. I'm gonna come to come check you out.
Yeah,
I did
man.
too.
I would love to have y'all join one of my next conversations, man. Me and my wife, we're gonna touch into this. We actually were gonna do, just to end really quick. We actually were going to do tonight. We just didn't get around to doing it. We were gonna pull up all of the outfits in the Met Gala and rate them.
Okay.
Word.
This going on. I didn't even realize all of this. I was just thinking about wanting to see what J-Lo had on.
I only wanted to see.
That's what I thought.
I already got to see who I wanted to see what they had on. There you go, right?
That's what I thought we was gonna be talking about. I guess we need to skip through this kind of fast when we got to some of these things, just to be like you said, politically correct. But I appreciate you guys taking my call, man.
Yeah,
All
definitely.
right, man. Take care, man.
Thank
Be
you.
well. Be
Thank you.
well.
Thanks
All
for the
right.
thanks for the support, man, and big
No
respect,
problem.
big respect to you. We'll support, we support who support us. That's just how it goes.
Yep.
That's what's up, man. Take
All right,
care.
man. Yep.
All right. Take care.
That was good.
Yep. I think he hit some good points.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I think that when you have a beck and cry to cry onto something when, whenever something going on with you, like you said, you can't rob a bank and because you got caught, you're going to cry and say, because, you only came and caught me because I'm gay. No, I came and caught you because you robbed the bank.
Bank. Exactly.
So I think what'd you saying, T?
No, I was saying, like his point of making us like the fact that they feel like we have to accept it. Like, no, we don't have to accept it. We do have to treat you with respect, because you're a human. But I do not have to agree with it, and
But
it was
you have a
kind of
voice,
like,
though, right? You have a voice. You can say what you want to say about it. Yeah.
I don't know if y'all remember, where I went on my little rant about how they're changing the legal genre of mother to birthing parent. You know what I mean? Like you
Not
chose,
laughing either.
but they chose to be a man. You know what I mean? You're only wanting to give birth out of selfish reasons, so you only want to come back and claim a woman under selfish pretense, but me as a woman, I get stripped of my title as mother because of you, and I'm not supposed to be upset about that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's
Like
wild, though.
in the bathrooms where they now have, co bathrooms, you know what I mean, to make them feel comfortable. What about me? How I can't feel comfortable anymore? Like that to me, I don't agree with that aspect. I don't feel like, let's all respect each other, but at the same time, I'm not supposed to be silent and not have any opinion.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We have to allow each other the space to speak on how we feel and respect. Just like we have to respect that's your lifestyle or that's what you want to do. We need to allow each other the space and not make it, as my man just said, that we're against you because of your lifestyle. We may be against you because of something else that you did, because you're just an a-hole probably. You did a-hole things, and we can speak about a-hole things that you did. Oh, you just extra, okay? You know what I'm saying?
You're just extra. You're dramatic.
So we gotta just be able to speak on things without being called out for being anti something. And I dislike that about our society right now, because every time we speak out about something, we have to be anti something else. We can't be making a point, or we can't be critical of a situation without being called anti something. And I just really dislike that a lot.
Facts. All facts.
Yes. And people, if you're out there, I see you out there, hit the thumbs up. If you like what we're doing, hit the notification bell so you can tell when we come on. We'll be back on here Thursday for Righteous and Ratchet Thursday. And as usual, also, top 5 Sundays where I give you guys the best top 5s ever. You guys,
we still
you do what?
You do what?
I give the best. I give the best top 5. What?
I think this top 5.
That's what you guys said.
You know that Sunday dinner, but when I go back,
you Lola,
short, man,
you've been supporting me. You've been supporting me, Lola. My best top 5s ever.
See, he was a little shaky this Sunday because we're not gonna talk about it.
This top 5 being rehab, but we ain't.
Listen, I'm trying to give you all the best that I got.
We got another caller in. Caller, be careful with your words. We gotta tiptoe around certain things, but yeah.
Don't worry, I'll start saying poo-poo on that if they go too hard.
Hey, how y'all doing?
What's going on?
How y'all doing, family?
Hey, what's up?
My thing is, I think what they doing right now is all a plan. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the Tekashi thing. It's well planned out. Every opportunity that Lil Nas X gets for the whole world to see him, he makes a spectacle out of it. Everything is planned out. It ain't about him being gay. It ain't about none of that. It's just about getting his name out there so he can be the biggest star ever.
Yeah, so he can sell a lot of albums to make the money, money back for the label. Yeah.
Right. And then a lot of these guys that are now wearing dresses and doing this and doing that, they keep saying there's a European style, right? But they're not in Europe. So I feel like it's just for attention. A lot of it is for attention. Because if you never wore, you've been never wearing a dress. All of a sudden, everybody is wearing a skirt now. You know what I'm saying? It's like the newest jeans that come out. Everybody want it. So because you want to be in the in crowd, you want to be spoken about. You want to be
make
in
all the
news.
headlines, the hot topics, all the the podcasters, the YouTubers. Everybody gonna talk about you. Your name gonna buzz. It might get some extra sneakers might get bought. Yeah, I think I think that's a part of it too. I definitely think that's definitely a part of it.
Yeah, I think that's a part of it. And then some people are just coming out and living the truth. But they don't want to come out and just say it. So that's their way of doing what they're doing without coming out and announcing it. That's because if you're a singer, if you're an R&B singer, you have millions of women falling out for you. And then all of a sudden, all these women find out you singing to your boyfriend.
I'm not laughing, but I'm laughing.
It changes.
That's what they say Luther was doing
for you. Yeah, all those years, it changes it for you. You're not as sexy anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all planned out. This stuff is planned out, is influencing the kids because you see it on every TV show. It's even in the kids' cartoons now. So it's becoming like, just the norm. But for us that grew up in a different way, in our different cultures and so, we don't see it that way. And it's very hard for us to understand, and it's going to take a long time. And for some of us like me, I'm not understanding. I tolerate, and I respect people, but I'm never going to just say, okay, it's just okay.
And I think that's all that matters, though. I think that once you're tolerant and you're respectful of people, I mean, what else? What else can they ask of you?
Right.
I'm not going out of my way to bash you. I see you as a fellow human being. Yeah, everybody don't know one person agree on everything, and
we shouldn't
agree on everything. Yeah,
and we shouldn't.
Earlier, Tierra asked a question earlier about if your son on a sudden wanted to wear a skirt. First, I buy the clothes. I buy my son's clothes. Me and my wife buy his clothes. So if he get a skirt, where did he get it from?
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
If these kids are getting these things, the parents got to be buying it because they ain't got no money.
No, I mean I got mine from somebody else
for a skirt.
Your skirt.
I want to know first of all why you want a skirt. You got to make me understand. Why do you want a skirt? You know what I'm saying? We got to really sit down and talk about that. Because you ain't never see me wearing a skirt. You never see me wearing a skirt and then saying I'm the man of the house. No, that's your mom. So I don't know where the kids get all this stuff from. The parents buy it. They say, no, it's how it is today. And they just go with whatever.
Yeah. I think we in a changing world. I guess we just have to follow with the changes. You're still gonna have your own opinions, still have your own thoughts. You're still gonna have your own beliefs, and of course, we're still gonna have stuff that we're never gonna do, or we're never gonna say, or we're never gonna follow. But to each his own, man. That I think it takes so much off of us to argue with people about what they want to do. But at the end of the day, don't try and put me in a ball if I don't agree with you.
Right.
You don't agree with me and you want to kick me in my face. But if I don't agree with you throw it, like I don't know, man. I think this is
man, I learned a lot. I had a godson that's now my goddaughter. Yeah. And I love him the same.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I love him the same, but it took me a long time to like hold up. What's going on?
It's growth.
But what matters is that you did the work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I ended up having to talk his father into seeing him still as your son. That's your son. No matter what happens in life, that's your son.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it didn't take until he was almost not here with us for him to understand that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, yeah, it is hard, but sometimes when something just gets thrown in your face, the whole world, none of us, I have never walked in a room and announced I'm a heterosexual man.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the
I didn't even
Right.
yeah.
Because that's my business. Whatever I'm doing at home, that's my business.
But that's
But
what I'm
you put
saying.
it out there, and everybody has to respect it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't even have an opinion.
Yeah, like why do we have to announce it every time we see somebody that's gay? They have to announce that.
Like I gotta literally here tell Short Man to calm down because I don't want
Short
them
Man
to
is on
strike us.
fire tonight. Short Man is on fire tonight.
Oh man.
And Short Man, I don't care what you say, is not a satchel.
That's cool, bro.
Drop the mic on that one.
On the 15th, I'm gonna sling it over here, baby. And be
oh my goodness,
we need them bombs over Baghdad on that one.
Yeah, no man with a pocketbook in the club.
Hey, I keep my extra mask in there, my sanitizer, everything. I got it all in there.
Put it in your pocket, man.
If I see you with that pocketbook,
see, that's the problem. Men went and got all these tight pants, and now they don't got no room in their pockets. Because I remember back in the day, back in the day, your man can have his whole car keys and everything in his pocket and still be tapping his leg like, where they at? Where they at? They right there in his pocket. Now they got these tight old jeans on.
The keys bulging.
They can't find us.
My keys still fit in my pocket. My keys still fit in my pockets. My
wallet
wallet still fit in my pocket.
So short man, you really mean to tell me you be running around with tight jeans and a purse?
No, my jeans aren't tight. My jeans are slim. Let's be clear.
They not skinny. They slim.
They are slim. They ain't skinny.
You know skinny jeans and
big
you mad at somebody wearing a dress.
Hey, but funny thing is, I got a joke for you guys. Not really a joke, but they started making the slim smaller. I don't know why, but they're making the slim smaller because they're not the same slim from 2 years ago. They're not the same slims.
I got a joke too.
No grown man should be wearing a size 28.
Yeah, I got a joke too, Short Man. What do you call a man that wear a purse around his neck?
Indiana Jones.
Short Man.
Yo, I'm telling you guys, that's it. Kerry goes to skinnier jeans.
Hey, big up yourself, Carl. Big up maximum respect. Thanks for always supporting.
We appreciate you.
Well articulated points.
Boy, you kept it honest and censored at the same time.
Yeah, man.
Official. That was.
I bring cute argument to my time.
Hey, yeah.
Oh God. One
argument cute.
Yeah, one argument ugly.
You talk ugly.
Yeah, we talk ugly.
Big up the caller.
Yo, big up the caller, yes. Yeah, man, caller, wicked.
Short man wearing skinnier jeans and got a pocketbook, but have the nerve to be over here talking about people in dresses.
Mad at people wearing dresses.
Right.
Yeah, hey. A dress is a dress. Let's be clear. Come on.
A purse is a purse.
A dress is a dress.
But when you got on tight jeans and a big shirt, then your shirt look like a dress.
No.
And your purse look like.
My shirts fit too. Let's be clear. Come on, my shirts fit.
Tell him you are
Short Man to fit. All right, I figured out what I'm gonna do for our members. So I'm gonna give $100 to the member that can guess Short Man's size. I will tell y'all when y'all can enter it. AGP fam, I want y'all to put that out there in social media world, but they have to be a member of the podcast to enter. So you have to be a member of the podcast. I'm gonna give away $100 to the person that can guess short man's size. Let me erase.
I have a question. Do they have to guess? They have to guess the size if it's a 30 or 32 or 34.
It's height.
Height or size? Wait a minute. Height or size? Come on, which one?
Oh, come on, short man. Are you Jamaican or what?
You can't be Jamaican sometimes,
and then
it depends on the day. It depends on the day.
Come on, you know what I mean. You can't be Jamaican sometimes and then not.
The Jamaican.
He's Jamaican when he wear his satchel.
Yeah. Oh, no. He only Jamaican when he don't wear the satchel.
No. When I wear my satchel, I'm 100%.
No, you not. You not wearing that first.
He said you will not.
I'm bringing a flag.
Hey, you don't know he got a Jamaican flag on his satchel.
Hey, I'm putting this on. Look, I'm putting this on. Look, I'm putting this on.
Look, see, he got a Jamaican flag on his satchel.
People that wear stuff like that ain't from Jamaica, so we cool with that. We cool with you. We cool with you. Yeah, here, that's what I want. AGP fam, pass it around on your social media area, people. That whoever gets short man's size, I'll let the people know when it's time to enter the competition, which probably be in a few days.
Bro, you talking to Americans on here too, man. They're gonna be like, what?
Yeah, short man's height.
That's what I was trying to say. Duh.
Height. How his.
Well, short man, you know what we're saying, so all you had to say was height.
Short man was a little curious to see what people thought. He was gonna let y'all roll with it. He was like, I want to see what they think what my size is.
T strange.
Hey, T, I feel like you're going to a weird place right now.
Well, that's why I was late today. You know, I was in a little weird place. I forgot what time it was.
You gotta get you out of that place, man. You know, you've been in a weird place a lot lately.
I go there from time to time, you know.
You gotta stay out of that place, man. That place ain't no good. But AGP family, thanks for y'all being with us another night. It was entertaining night. If you can guess short man's height, members, if you're a member, you can guess short man's height. We'll give you $100. And I guess the longer it takes to find out, we add some money to it. Who knows?
That's the $100 for their VIP.
I guess every week that they don't get it.
Man, shut up. Usually I tell Lola that at the end of the show, but tonight it's special for me to tell. No, I'm gonna tell Lola anyway.
Carrie says size skinnier 5 and height 2'7".
Hey, he goes. That way.
Lola? What you doing over there, Lola? It doesn't matter what you're doing. No, I'm just playing.
Oh, nothing.
Oh, shut up, Lola. Hey, man. Thanks for everybody coming through us.
You didn't even have to tell me that today. I'm doing good.
No, I was gonna tell you that earlier when you and Sharp Man was going over here going back and forth, but I let y'all go. You know, everybody got to express themselves. You know how it goes.
Express yourself.
Express yourself. I just want to let y'all know my aunt was upset that I picked Beyonce over Prince. I want to let y'all know that Beyonce made Halo, and y'all ain't never gonna stop me from saying that. Beyonce made Halo. And it's the AGP podcast. I'm Sean Peoples. I'm here with Cherie. I'm here with Sharp Man. I'm here with Lola. I'm here with T. Mr. Razor used to be here, but he ain't here right now. But he'll be back next week. Man, we gone.